Hello. So I have a reading today regarding how your spirit guides see you. I love doing these because usually they really hype you guys up and they give you a lot of encouragement. They definitely always kind of could pull on your ear a little bit and kind of guide you in the right direction. But overall, they're very nice, they're very caring, and they're very thoughtful with their messages to you. So I have 3 piles. I was guided to use my little tiny deck to pick a little card. And then obviously I got a tiny crystal to go with it. So pile 1, you have the 10 of Cups and a little tiny rose quartz. Pile 2, you got the Queen of Cups and a seashell that I found that is really unique because it has like a hole in it, and it's shiny because I protected it with some gel polish. But yeah, very unique. Interesting that I picked that. You know, I had the hardest time picking what to go along with these cards. Like I picked crystals, I picked jewelry, like crystal jewelry. I it was really hard. It was really hard, but I settled on these. So, and then pile 3, you have the star, and you have a clear quartz. Yeah. So I also have in this heart I have like angel numbers, like certain phrases. I don't know, like claircognizant abilities. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I'm guided to also pick a couple of these, and they're obviously going to be like surprise for your pile, and we're gonna look at them before we start your reading, and that'll be like extra confirmation for you. So all right, I feel like that's, I don't know how many I want to get, but I guess, yeah, I guess the number is 3. All right, there we go. So let's get into your reading. Go ahead and pick your piles, and I'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. If you guys picked the 10 of Cups with the tiny rose quartz, this is going to be your reading about what your spirit guides want to tell you right now about yourself, okay? How they see you. Let's open these up and see what's in here. Very curious. Very, very curious. Ooh, okay. 222. 888. Okay. And 333. Okay. Well, there you go. I'm sure that these are going to resonate with you guys. Maybe you've been seeing these. Definitely, I'm using these as well as if you see these out in the wild, you know, out in your world, in whatever shape, form they might come, whether it's license plates, whether it's like likes on a video or comments or whatever it is, however you see these angel numbers, they're definitely going to be your spirit guides giving you like a little ding moment, like pay attention, we're here, like this is us. I'm gonna leave them over here for you, and let's start your reading. This card actually goes back here. So these are going to be how they see you, and they're all well, the first deck. Okay, all right. I don't know why I feel like explaining everything to you, Pawan, but maybe there's a reason for that. The first deck, I just I got all the major arcanas. So, ooh, the Hermit. Okay. Ooh, the Eye of Horus could be significant, or the Eye of Ra could be significant. I think that's Ra. The Hermit. Okay. It's my kitty deck because I don't know, I felt like using that. I'm sure there's a reason for it too, but Um, you could have a cat, but there's also something about you being a little scared, a little shy, maybe to speak to your guides, to get to connect with your spirit guides, and they're saying, you can trust us. I mean, it's the 10 of Cups. You can trust us. We're here to just show you a lot of love, a lot of support. Um, there's also something about if you're struggling with making connections, right? They're here to help you with that too. Um, they have been helping. They've been putting people in your life that are meant to be in your life for a long time, for the long haul. Or you're about to be meeting some kind of people like that as well. That's a message for someone there. Let's keep going. Oh, Queen of Wands. Okay, you're very powerful. Definitely a cat. There has to be a cat in your life. Um, Maybe they're also signaling that you're about to get a familiar in your life. Interesting. Because I just saw the black cat. It reminded me of Sabrina, the teenage witch, and how she has Salem, which is a black cat. But yeah, that's definitely for some of you. You guys are getting a familiar in a form of an animal that you'll be taking care of, a companionship in that sense. You could be very connected to animals as well. The fact that this is the animal spirit card and it just went bonkers, right? It just went flying. So that's interesting. Knight of Cups. Well, you know who you are to your spirit guides. You're someone who is very loving, very caring, very powerful, very much passionate about the things that they pursue, and they want you to keep doing that. It's like the more that you do that, the more love that pours into your life. The more love that you outpour, the more that you're going to receive. It's also time to get out of this hermit mode, they're saying. Like they understand you've been in your little bubble for a while. It's okay. You were kind of like developing your magic, developing the skills that are now helping you to move forward, quite literally, movement with the Knight of Cups. There's something about, I keep clearing my throat. There's something about you needing to speak up, share your message, share your loving messages are significant as well. You could be someone who is in love with someone else and you're guided to tell them how you feel at this moment. Um, that came out of the blue, but that's for someone. There's also something about, well, first of all, hold on. All of a sudden, I realize I have to tell you that this is Virgo energy and this is fire energy. But fire energy could be Leo, Sagittarius, or my God, I'm drawing blank, Aries. And then the Knight of Cups, it's all the water energy. So you have like earth, water, fire here. It's really interesting. You're like a mixed bag. Your spirit guides could also be like a mixed bag of like characters, because you see how all of these three are different. Very, very different. They could be very significant, three very significant spirit guides that are trying to get like your attention. They're trying to get a little bit closer to you. That's interesting with the 10 of Cups, because I'm seeing like people that are here for the long haul with you. Well, you have very significant spirit guides who are here for the long haul. So they're saying you gotta trust us. You gotta open up to us. Don't fear us. There's nothing to fear. So yeah, they see you as a little shy, maybe a little bit more taken aback, more like to yourself. But at the same time, once you find a passion, it's like you come alive and you pour so much love into it, and the love becomes movement for you. Quite beautiful. Quite beautiful poem. The number 9 could be also significant because we have 10 and 9. Interesting. Oh, look at that. More water. With the beaver. Let's read about the beaver and see what's that about. Because they definitely see you that way too. There is definitely something about building walls and kind of Okay, so hard worker. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's something about you. You pour your heart and soul into anything that you do, and you pursue with a lot of passion and love, and it works out for you because of it. Loyal, tireless, family first. When in balance, happy and meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor, selfless service. The Beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it in a way of the earth element, providing a home financial stability. Although the beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, their they'll work tirelessly for weeks. Sorry, they work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. Beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga selfless services. Okay, interesting. Your work could be tied to like a lot of humanitarian efforts, and that's how you're going to see a lot of your success coming forward. You saw that whole thing about the commitment, the lifeline commitment, lifetime commitment. There's something about that. It's almost like you're tapping into lifetime partnerships. Not just, it could be friendship, it could be romance, it could be quite literally soul family that you're tapping into, because you're meant to like inspire each other and like build each other up to do something together in this world, for this world as well. Really, really impressive and quite beautiful. Whoa, the phoenix. Transmutation. Look at that. You could be in a little bit of a period of quite literally transformation and transmutation, and they're here for you through all of that. Okay, I think you're used to doing things alone, and you have a lot of support in the spirit realm, Pawan, and it's time for you to kind of accept it into your life. You have a lot of protection and a lot of support. All those candles make me think it's like spirits around you, like your guides, angels, beings that you don't even have a name for. I don't have a name for, but they're there. They're there for you. Message 33. I'm hearing like a moth to a flame. If you see moth lately, if they happen to fall into your candle, that's a message coming. Message that could be like a divine message. It could be something that their spirit guides are trying to get to you, but it could also definitely be from someone in the physical realm. The number 3 has to be super significant for you, like very, very significant. For some reason lately, POW 1 and 3 are like together, or they're connected in some kind of way. Because I feel like saying like maybe you were looking at POW 3 and you're going to look at POW 3 after this. Or maybe you go to POW 3 first and then you come back to POW 1. It's interesting. Okay, anyways. I haven't gotten to POW 3, right? But maybe in POW 3, I'm like, oh my God, you definitely have to check out POW 1. And here you are. I don't know. There's some weird shit going on here. It's almost like I'm foreseeing something. That could be you as well. Interesting. That could be you as well. You could feel like you have like this gift of like foresight of, oh my goodness. I almost dropped everything over here on my side. Oh, look at that, opening right to the page. Okay. Message, a letter, text, email, vision, dream, conversation, music, or some other form of a message is coming regarding your current situation. Be open to receiving it. Meditate on this symbol to draw a message from your ancestors and guides to you at this time. Your spirit guides have a message waiting for you. It's almost like in your inbox. I'm hearing something like, you've got mail. I know that definitely dates me, because I am 33 years old. Interesting, 33. And I used to quite literally use AOL and connect with dial-up. You know, you used to put a CD into a computer and you had to, I can't believe I'm like, I'm going through. I have to explain this to you. I don't know why that is. Okay, anyways, you could be an older collective, people that are kind of like awoken later in their life. Maybe when you were 29, this is hitting home for me right now because my awakening started when I was 29. Interesting. Anyways. So you used to put like a CD into your computer, and then you had to get like the phone cable, which, yeah, phones in the house used to have a cable. Oh my God, it's too much. Connect that to the computer, and then you would like dial up, and it will make like a weird sound, like a like weird sound, and then you would be on the internet, and you couldn't do much, but you could chat with people. You could view your emails. So yeah, I don't know why I went on a complete like side quest explaining to you how the internet used to be, but that could be significant for some of you. But yeah, I just heard you got mail. Like that was usually the thing that AOL would say, like you've got mail, and that was so exciting to receive an email back in those days when emails were like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if there's an equivalent to that feeling right now. It could be something like, you know how like now if you get a letter from a loved one in the mail that they actually wrote to you, or like a postcard that is in the mail, right? It's not digital. It's very special. Kind of like that, but flip it, it's interesting. So the lunar moth. Moths symbolically are known to be delivering messages, and the size of the moth can indicate the impact of the message. Yeah, definitely be on the lookout for little moth or big moth that are around you, or falling into your candles or something. I'm seeing someone like outside, and there's a candle on, maybe, I don't know, for lighting purposes or just a ritual or something like that. There's a lot of candles on here too, so that could be significant. And there's a little moth falling into it or something like that. That feels like it has happened. It's about to happen to you. When it does, pay attention. There's a message coming your way. Rude girl, the disowned self. I just got chills like up my left leg. Interesting. Um, this feels very much like the abandoned inner child that you've been trying to incorporate and trying to give a lot of love to and tend to. It's almost like your inner child could have, for a period in your spiritual awakening here, your guides are recognizing that your inner child felt very much like a shadow self, but you're realizing that they are not. If anything, this kind of resembles this energy to me right now. It's like your inner child was hiding away, so that's why you were perceiving it as like a shadow. But you pouring a lot of love into yourself, into the things that you do, doing the things that you like to do, has transformed this energy completely. It's almost like the fact that it says root grow, it's like it has uprooted a lot of your beliefs about yourself, about who you are, about your purpose. You're also very childlike. They see you as their child, your spirit guides. They really much care for you in that way. They really try to nurture your inner child a lot. And they have also guided you towards things that nurture your inner child, incorporate shadow, inner child, higher self, anything that just needs to be alchemized. You're doing it. With the fire here is interesting because fire is very transformative. And it's almost like that's where your power is, in your passions, in your whatever lights up your soul. It's literally how you transform. And I know that applies to everybody, but like you you definitely tap into like very powerful magic, whether you believe in magic or not. But like energetically, you're very powerful whenever you're dedicated to something that you truly love to do, okay? Something that you used to love to do when you were a child is significant as well for this collective. Maybe that's how you bring more love and understanding and compassion and kindness into this world as well, because there's something about a lifetime commitment to something here with the beavers. That's the message that I got from it as well. Look at that. The only element that we were missing, air element. Even though, we have air here a little bit. But philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. 25, air element. I just, with the balloons, with the hot air balloons, I just see like you're going places, there's places that you're going that are going to be very significant to you. Locations are significant, but also you kind of letting your mind wander and being very open and receptive to the things that you're receiving will also be very helpful for you. Not so much discrimination here in the middle makes me think of you yourself kind of discriminate against certain ideas that you might get, certain sparks of inspirations. You could be very, what's the word? Very judgmental of even your imagination sometimes. Part one, they really want your imagination to just wander. They want your mind, your heart, your soul to just wander. It's okay to like crave wonderful, big gestures, big things in your life. It's almost how you manifest things, actually. The more open you are to everything, the easier things flow in. My nose is super itchy. That's confirmation for me. Ooh, surrender. Yeah, that's what I was tapping into, surrendering. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. I love it. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. That is beautiful. This is a beautiful card as well. Definitely what they want you to do. They want you to surrender to life. Surrender to what makes you feel happy. Follow your joy. And I know like sometimes it's really hard to do because we do have structures in our lives, things that we do need to do, commitments and stuff like that. But like in your free time, whenever you have time to tap into yourself, whenever you have that time where you tap into your spirituality, or maybe you don't tap into your spirituality on your free time today. What you do is something that makes you feel happy. Maybe you color. Maybe you go out in nature. It's like there's something about maybe some of you breaking up your routine as well. They see you as someone who's very dedicated to your path. Maybe an overachiever. You overwork yourself sometimes. So that's where the play and the go with the flow kind of energy wants to come in as well. Honestly, maybe you want to practice surrender, okay? It's interesting because in my last reading yesterday, the soul lesson that came out was surrender. For pile 1, I have to mention that. You might want to look at that reading. You don't have to, but it might be very helpful for you as well. It's regarding the 7-7 portal. Actually, it could be very helpful for you because we have Venus energy, and it's happening tomorrow on a Friday, which is a Venus day. So that could be very significant to you. So then the synchronicity 777 could be very significant to you as well. Let me put these here. There's something that I want to do. I want to read the moth from the animal spirit, even though, didn't come out, but I think it's significant for you. Or else it wouldn't be here. And it came in my mind, like I was like, oh, I have to read about the moth. Oh, there it is. It's the first one. Pile 1, first. Okay, well, there's a lot of ones here too. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. When in balance, enthusiastic and whimsical when out of balance. Idolizes others and jittery. To bring into balance. Finish a project. Interesting. The lifelong project thing. The commitment that you've made. Okay. The moth is sure. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to the easy solution or anything shiny and new. This can lead to the unfinished projects, disappointments, and burnout. It's helpful to remind the moth personality that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of the great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery, or rather than wishing it was easier or different. Okay, the surrender to the sweetness, the surrendering to life itself. It's interesting that I brought up, and that the fact that this is being mirrored back to me in your energy. The awakening at 29, that maybe you being 33 years old, or maybe you awakening at 33 years old, and you feel like you've lost a lot of time in this journey or something like that. You feel like you've been hidden away, and for what? It's almost like it's okay. You got to trust the timing of your life. Everything is as it should be, Pawan. You got to trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, follow what makes you feel happy. You guys definitely see you as someone who has so much potential and has tapped into their potential already. You've done a lot of work already. Don't downplay your accomplishments. You have a 10 of cups. So the 10 of cups makes me think of complete wish fulfillment coming up for you. If it's not happening already, if you're not already living it, you're about to be living it. You are in constant transformation, constant transmutation. Awakenings don't just happen once, they happen again and again and again and again, okay? Just like shadow work happens again and again and again, just like dark night of the soul happens again and again. Tower moments, they keep happening. But somehow, some way, we find a way of like enjoying this journey, Pawan. And you're on your way to doing that. And your guides are here to support you once again. I have to reiterate, if you're a little bit shy or a little scared, to tap into their energy, to seek their counsel, to do some kind of divination, start some kind of divination practice that helps you connect to them. Do not be scared. Do not waver. Just make sure you kind of just say a little prayer or say a little seance or something that says that you're protected, and only those who are here for your highest good may come through in your readings, in your channeling, or whatever it is. And you're good to go. There's nothing to fear, okay? Nothing to fear. Spirituality is a wonderful thing. And I think, you know that, but I don't know why I keep this. Maybe some of you don't. But, you know, if you don't, now you know. Again, thank you so much, Pawan. It's lovely tapping into your energy. Thank you to your spirit guides for being here, making my message flow very easily. Thankfully, you know, sometimes it could be a little bit harsh, but or it could be a little bit hard for me to tap in, but this was wonderful. Thank you so much for watching, for your likes, for your comments, for those of you who share your own journeys and open up in the comments. That's really wonderful. A lot of the things resonate with me. A lot of the things also resonate with the people that are watching the videos, I'm pretty sure. So just there's something about you sharing your message that's important, because I'm like deviating from like saying my goodbyes to you. But yes, thank you so much to your guys. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, for supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next reading. You have a good one. Hello, Pal 2. So if you guys picked the Queen of Cups and this unique looking seashell, this is going to be your reading. So, Pal 2, let's get into your little synchronicities here. See what they are. 111. Okay. 2222. So if you guys have your phone in military time or 24-hour time, you could be seeing 2222, or you could have just, I'm seeing someone screenshotting seeing 2222 as well. Maybe you do this after this. Do that after this, I should say. Infinity, okay? Or 8. Seeing someone with an infinity tattoo, I know. There's a lot of people with that. That's like a general thing, but that's what I just saw. All right. So let's get into this. We're calling into your spirit guides here and seeing how they see you. They probably want to compliment you, give you some guidance. Let's just see what comes through, okay? Justice. Oh, you're very spicy. I mean, the fact that this cat is like biting. Ooh, I just got something. It's interesting. 11, being the 11, and then you got 22, 22, because 11 and 11 equal 22. So you could be seeing 11, 11, 22, 22. 11 is a master teacher number. And the fact that right away when I saw this, I was like, okay, you're karmic justice for a lot of people. You teach people a lesson just by them coming into contact with you. Depending on how they treat you, life kind of like bites back. Like there's something interesting, or that could be about you as well. Like you're realizing that because you are karmic justice for other people, how you treat others is also karmic justice for you. Maybe it took you a little bit of a time to realize that, but karma is very instant with you. There's something about like fairness as well. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm just seeing like I'm looking at the 11 and then I look at the cat biting the hand, right? And usually, you know when this happens, when we cross boundaries, because I have a cat, right? So like if I pet her too much, I know I'm gonna get bit, by the way. I know. I see it. The ears go back, the airplane ears, everything like that. But I still keep doing it, and I know she's gonna bite me, but it's almost like a sacrifice. I don't care. It's like it's something about the give and the take. Like you realize that, yeah, sometimes if you fuck up in life and if you wrong someone, shit's gonna come back around, like, you know. But sometimes you can't help yourself. But like, I'm not talking about hurting people, I'm just talking in general. Like maybe this is something about, it's funny, it's in a funny way, so it's not about hurting others, okay? It's nothing bad like that. It's more of like, give me an example here. Let's see. It's like, okay, you know that you're not supposed to be, let's say, practicing, or not practicing, smoking weed anymore. Like your guys have told you that kind of message, like, hey, it's time to let go of that for a bit, because you're meant to be like, not being, having your energy cloudy or something like that, right? But you still do it. You still do it. And what they do is that they make you anxious and they make you feel not a good high, for example. And you're like, God damn it, I knew I shouldn't have done that, but I did it. It's kind of like that. You are sassy and you're very you push boundaries with your spirit guides in general. In your spirituality, I think you do that, which is, they find it funny, honestly. They're almost like, well, you know you're gonna get bit. Like the signs were all there. We gave you the signs, the synchronicities, maybe with these, and yet you still did what you wanted to do. But you know, there's a price to pay. You kind of realize that. And then the other side of that coin is that you are put in people's lives for karmic justice. How people treat you is significant, okay? You could be someone that feels like you're a catalyst for others for their growth sometimes. Sometimes you could be in people's lives for almost a very short period of time, but it's an intense connection. And then it falls apart and you end up a little bit hurt, you end up in pain, but it kind of like fades away for you. But a person, people remember you. Believe it or not, you're very important to certain people. You've been an important lesson for them. How they treated you and how treating you in a certain way made them feel is a lesson, has been a lesson. You've taught people boundaries as well. And you have done this while you're teaching yourself the same kind of lessons as well, which is quite beautiful and quite interesting. I've never gotten that message with justice, but the imagery, there had to be a reason why I picked this deck. The imagery just gave me a lot. 10 of Pentacles, interesting. The fact that you come up as the Queen of Cups as well, it's like you're so loving and caring, but you have a side of you where it's like, if you cross me, It is not even you that you kind of like lash out. It's your spirit guides as well. Like you have a very strong spirit team. It's ancestors. Oof. Yes. Ancestors are significant for you. Right away, when I said ancestors, this deck came to mind. I have to pull one card for you here. Because this is dedicated to my ancestors, to ancestors in general. I work with this deck with ancestors. So, and the pentacles make me think of like earthly realm, like people that were here before you. They've lived a life just like you. So they support you because they know what it feels like to be here incarnated. You have a lot of generational wisdom, generational wealth that comes in a place of wisdom and protection as well, I have to say. Also, you have like a beautiful mind that's also like passed down from generation to generation. Like the lanterns make me think of someone who's enlightened, so who has access to a lot of like divine truth for some reason, I'm seeing as well. Wow. You guys are so unique. Okay. So the Ace of Wands, and this is also the Strength card in this deck. Quite beautiful. You could have the fact that there's another cat biting something, you just have to, I can't. You guys are funny. Your spirit guides are funny. But you could be funny too, honestly. Yeah, you definitely are. The Strength. I feel like your ancestors give you a lot of strength. They're the ones who kind of push you a bit to follow what makes you feel happy. Also, they push you to set boundaries. They help you with those lessons. They support you with those lessons. All right, let me put that card back. Let me keep going here. And the Nine of Cups. Wow. Beautiful. You know what it is? That your energy is like a hidden treasure as well. You have a lot of things that you kind of keep in the wraps. Like it's not intentional that you like hide certain aspects of yourself from people. It's not that. It's more of, it takes a while for you to trust others with your magic, with who you truly are. And that is okay. That's okay. It's not that you lack trust. It's more of, quite frankly, if I'm going to be honest, you've been burned in the past, you know? So it's kind of like, but it was also to show you that not everybody deserves your full-on magical self, okay? Yes, everybody deserves your kindness and your love and your acceptance and your non-judgmental ways, because I feel like you are very forgiving, very welcoming energy. However, not everybody deserves the treasure that it's you, okay? I think you've realized that as well. That's a big lesson you've had to learn, that you cannot just keep pouring and pouring and pouring into people. There's certain people that kind of just need to be out of your life. I think your ancestors, some of your spirit guides are your ancestors. I can't believe I didn't even mention that, but I'm sure you know that already. People that were literally incarnated in maybe in this lifetime have become and have passed on, have become guides to you, or like I want to say not even as many as like 3 generations back, there could be ancestors who are spirit guides to you. Libra could be very significant. Honestly, we have air, earth, and water here so far. So any of those kind of placements could be significant. But Libra is very significant. I'm seeing someone with a Libra rising or a Libra moon for some reason, or Libra Venus as well. Something about, okay, Libra could also be in the 11th house. So, okay. Ooh, Stingray. Talk about, again, a bite, a sting. Okay. Yeah, you have boundaries. And we like that. Pautu, we definitely like that. Your spirit guides really like that you've developed the boundaries that you needed to. And believe it or not, in doing so, You're tapping into a lot of abundance. You're tapping into wish fulfillment. There's a Kundalini awakening too that you went through. Because the spine being colorful there makes me think of that. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, that's confirmation. Every time I yawn like that, out of nowhere. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking for the stingray. All right, here we go. Ooh, there it is. Developing confidence. I think that's what what you guys are talking about when you develop boundaries. It's because you're confident in yourself, sense of self, or a spine. Yeah, you're very. It's almost like you're becoming very strong. Yes, you come from a very loving place, loving energy, but you're not letting people step over you anymore. There's none of that. Okay, none of that. So when in balance, eager wants to grow. When out of balance, blames others and quits. To bring into balance, move through the discomfort. See, I think you've done that already. The discomfort of maybe clearing a lot of karmic justice, karmic energies in your life. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in a personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what what choice is made now, it is inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. Dharma, your life path, your life purpose could be very significant here. And you know what your spirit guides are saying? You should follow whatever makes you feel good. Do the things that make you feel more like yourself. Don't sacrifice what you want in life because of what other people think, feel about you, project onto you. None of that. You should follow the things that make you feel happy, Pawan. Ooh, Pawan. Pa2. I'm sorry. I called you Pawan. Ooh, Bluebell. Gratitude. Some of your spirit guides could be fae as well. You could be very connected to animals as well because I'm seeing a deer. We just had a buck moon. The full moon was in Capricorn. That could be significant. Maybe it was a very significant full moon for you. Maybe it was a full moon that it was a pivotal moment for you of kind of deciding what you want to pursue, deciding the fact that I don't want to self-sacrifice anymore. It almost comes back to bite you in the ass every time you do that. So you're following what makes you feel happy. You could have released a lot with that full moon. That's what I'm seeing. Practice gratitude as well. You probably are someone who already does, to be honest. Excuse me. Your spirit guides just want you to know that they appreciate that you appreciate them. Okay. Even if like you don't even like 100% say that, like when you're being grateful, like thank you for my spirit guides, like even if it's not like that, like they feel appreciated by you and grateful. They're grateful to you and they're grateful that you're grateful for them. Ooh, truth. Okay, the pen, but it's also like a feather. It's a quill, right? I think being your true self, right, is really what keeps you balanced. Justice is about balance as well. Keeping the balance. All right, let's see. So truth, a great truth will come to light. A secret will be revealed. Your feelings regarding the situation you are asking about is true. Oh, wait, your feelings regarding the situation you are asking about is true. So if you have a question about something, about a little hint or something like that, yes, the answer is yes. Stand by your personal truth no matter what. That's what I was picking up on. You have to stand up in your power and who you are, and not sacrifice that for anyone or anything. This is a time to let your your authentic self shine. You have much to express. Your voice is needed. Meditate on this when you want more audacity, I love it, in your life, and want clarity regarding a person or situation. Feather of Ma'at, I don't know if I'm saying that right. The ostrich feather is an Egyptian symbol for truth. At the time of death, the goddess Ma'at would weigh the heart of the deceased against the weight of a feather to see whether the person had lived a just life. Justice, just. Interesting. And I said pen, but it's a feather. Okay. There could be your guys could be bringing to your attention something to do with you following your heart above all, because that is your karmic justice. That is justice happening for you, in a sense. Like, it's almost like you've seen your life with a grateful heart. You're seeing your life, in the sense, playing out before you, or how it has played out in the past. You're seeing it as it has been happening for you, not to you. And that little shift in mentality is what brings in wish fulfillment. It's what brings in a lot of abundance as well. Health could be significant as well here. It's not just money. It's health, it's spirituality, it's abundance overall in your life. Yeah. Woodwives, adaptability. Really beautiful. You could be very connected to earth spirits. There's something, 64 could be significant, 10 could be significant. The fact that we have 10 now could be very significant. This card makes me think that this is almost how you are being perceived by your guides as well. You're very adaptable. You're very, I want to say moldable, but not in the way that I was saying, that you self-sacrifice yourself for others, and you kind of like want to make everybody happy kind of thing. Not like that. You're molding in a sense. You're moldable in the sense of, like, you listen to your guidance. You listen to the inner wisdom. You listen to your ancestral wisdom. You listen to your heart, to your soul. That's how you're adaptable. You're very free flowing, even though she's part tree here, right? And trees don't really move much or anything like that. But they sure are adaptable. And you keep growing. You're very deep rooted into this earth. You could be very connected to the earth as well. You could be an earth sign, or earth element could dominate your chart. And that also is kind of what's coming through with that, is you also have to ground yourself often. Whenever you feel a little bit crazy, a little like, I don't know what's going on with me, go ground. Go into nature. Nature is significant for you. Wow. I can't make that up. Earth element. Survival, adaptable again, and reliable. Yeah. You're very adaptable. You're very reliable. You're someone who, honestly, whenever you have something, some kind of path that you set on, that your guides kind of like align you to, and it has to do with justice, it has to do with karma, with dharma, with your purpose in this life, you don't shy away from it. You literally head on. You know what I'm seeing from this deck? I'm seeing the bison. Is it bison? What's hold on a second. It reminds me of this energy because they literally, the buffalo, they grounded yet heavenly, practical just spiritual. This is you. And the buffalo is interesting because they see a storm coming and they don't run away from it, they run towards it. Why? Because they know that, like, if they run towards it, they're going to get through it eventually, instead of just keep running away from it. Whoa, that is a message for someone here. You literally do that. You are that energy. It's almost like you, that's why you could be a little bit sassy, a little bit of tempting of fate or something like that, because you see something that's coming, something like a tower moment for you, or you get a little whiff of like shadow work coming your way, something triggering, and you go head first because you want to learn that lesson, you want to finish it, you do the things. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love that. I love that. That's how you're adaptable, survival, quite literally. Ah, jump in. The fact that that looks like an eye. Eyes could be significant for you. Andromedan energy adventure. Say yes to change. I think you do. This is literally what you do. This is why they see you in this way. Again, like I said, you're someone who jumps into the challenges. You don't shy away from it at all. That is amazing. Sorry, I'm just like basking in your energy a bit because it feels very nice. You're very grounded, you're very determined, but you also have like this playfulness about you. You're very wise as well, and you're very caring and loving from a very genuine place, and that's really hard to find, Pautu. Very hard to find, because you carry that care, that love and that acceptance and that kindness is deep rooted in who you are because of that earth element. It's very rooted in who you are, and it's also like almost like that's what you bring into this world as well. um I'm seeing the lines here around the stingray, like static, and like I was saying, whenever you feel out of your element, which is earth, honestly it feels like it is, but it's everything, but it's earth. A lot of it is earth. When you feel like there's a lot of static around you, there's a lot of confusion, ground yourself, okay? Ground yourself, and the answer just kind of reveals itself. The truth, the divine literally speaks to you. There's something about you anchoring in like truth into this world. You're anchoring in like light codes, like change. I'm hearing quite literally change the you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. You believe in that wholeheartedly. So you always like you're striving to become the person that you want to be. You're ever growing, ever changing, ever transforming. Very adaptable. That's what it is too. Yeah. The adaptability of a new, it's your desire for transformation, constant change and shift, but for the betterment of yourself and your environment, your community, the world. Okay, the world. I think you literally you jumped into this world saying, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come in here, incarnate, and do something good for this world. You probably have done it a lot of times, a lot of lifetimes, because I'm seeing like the Ten of Pentacles now, like you've been here plenty of times. You're a very old soul, which is probably why, ancestrally, why is like you could, it's almost like past versions of yourself could even be guides for you right now, because you know time is not linear. So it's all happening at once, and that's a really hard concept to grasp. But I think you guys have delved deep into like concepts like that. You have a very open mind, very bright. You're very there's something about you that you kind of you understand like ethereal truth. You understand the esoteric truth, the mystical things. They're easy for you to grasp. It's probably because you've experienced them before firsthand, actually. Yeah. There's something I have to say as well. They want you to really trust your intuition and trust what you feel in your body, like wholeheartedly. Set those boundaries. Keep doing the work that you're doing, because you're in the right place and the right time always, Pao. They want you to remember that as well, especially when it comes to this karma thing, okay? So yeah, thank you so, so much for letting me read for you. I want to thank also your spirit guides for letting me be their voice and kind of deliver these messages to you. I hope that this resonated, and honestly that you got from this reading what you needed to, and I'm sure that you did. I want to thank you for your support, for your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and for watching. And I'll see you in other readings in the future. You have a good one. Hello, Pal 3. If you guys picked the clear quartz and the star card, this is going to be your reading. So, let me cover up a bit. Let's first look into these synchronicities that your guides want to give you. So if you see these out in the world, you know, in whatever shape, form they show up, this is just confirmation from your spirit guides, probably about this reading, but probably in general about their existence and their, I don't know why I said existence. Maybe you're doubting it. Maybe this pile doubts spirit guides, or some of you do. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it and see. All of a sudden, songs. Okay, you could be clairaudient, where you get a lot of messages in songs. I was gonna say that all of a sudden I had a lot of pressure in my forehead. Also, the numbers 414 could be significant for you. So, like in the time 414, or the number 14 could be significant as well, because I'm drinking from a little jar here, and it's an old jar, like it's a vegan mayo jar, but it has the numbers 414 on it, on the label. So it's I don't know, I looked at that and I thought that was significant for you guys. Oh wow, okay. 444. Here we go. Your guys are very on the nose with things for you. I don't know how you could even... Oh, and dreams. This is really interesting. I was going to say, I don't know how you could even ignore them, or there's some of you here who are very skeptical, very, very skeptical. I don't know how it's even possible for you, because they're in your dreams. Your dreams could be hella vivid. Your dreams could... Yeah, actually, your dream state. Like you might not remember your dreams, but trust me, whenever you remember a dream, it's usually not a dream. It's like a memory. You were in the astral realm, in the ethers out there doing something, and you brought that information back with you. So songs 444 and dreams. I also have to say, just looking at these just now, it makes me think of a person. So you're the person that maybe you feel like you have a divine counterpart in this lifetime, or in general. They You and them could communicate through these signs as well. So songs 444, dreams. There could be a specific person that you have dedicated the synchronicity 444 to. It's almost like this person's higher self, it wants to be in this reading as well. I don't know how I feel about that, because my intentions are not to pick up on that, but this is also kind of open, and if your guides are permitting it, it's probably for a reason. So we'll just see how this goes, okay? But yeah, I definitely feel someone's higher self here, not you, but like the person that you're connected to, or the person that's like a divine counterpart to you, also wants to kind of pop in or something. It's weird. Okay, I just went on a little rant there. My goodness. The chariot. The chariot. Number 7 could be very significant to you as well. 17, 7, 717, 414. Interesting. That combination is weird. I don't know why I'm picking up on numbers now. But pile 3. You seem to be a little worried about something. This guy looks a little bit like, what's going on? What's going on? There's a little toy underneath. There's something about you pursuing what makes you feel happy. It's almost like you're on your way to pursuing what makes you feel happy. And that could be a little bit, what's the word? It's almost like it's coming at a surprise to you. The fact that you are on this, like, you can't get off this ride anymore. You're on the ride to happiness. And I don't know how that's scary for you, but it's almost like you're taken aback by it or something. What is that about? That's interesting. Temperance, 14. Okay, there it is. 14 is very significant. Sagittarius energy, balancing. Who is the angel in Temperance? I always want to say that it's Gabriel. Not Gabriel. Oh, maybe it is Gabriel because it just blurted out of me. But I want to say that it's Raphael because Raphael is usually about the healing angel. But I don't think it is. I think Raphael is in the Lovers card, which is really interesting that we get the Lovers comes up because I feel like there's a lover here who wants to speak to you through me right now for some reason. What is that about? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I have to get this. This is so unconventional. This is not what I planned. Look at that. This is not what I planned to do with these readings. But this person would not leave me alone. Oh my goodness. Do they have a truth to tell you? They have something to say. Do you see that? That's crazy. Okay. Let's get through it. Let's see who this 444 energy is and what they have to say. Quickly, because this is not what my reading is about. Look at this. I can't make that shit up. This is Raphael. Okay. Maybe the angel Raphael is trying to give you a message regarding this connection with someone. Justice. It's like your karmic justice. You deserve this. You've worked towards this connection. This could also be this person saying that they have been working towards making sure that this is something that is reciprocated between you two. Maybe it wasn't in the past. Whoa. Okay. There's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So you're single, you're out here, you're looking good, you're the lady in waiting. You don't have to be a lady, but you know, this card is the lady in waiting. There's something about your energy. You're very enticing. You're like in Empress mode right now. And this person's recognizing you for who you are, which is their divine counterpart. They're realizing that you are not like the past and the people in the past. And also maybe the things that have not worked out between you here can be worked out if there's a reciprocation of love here. And maybe there's something that they have to come forward and tell you. And it's very challenging for them at this moment. However, they are understanding who you are to them, okay? I have to say. Because this is 1111. This is the twin flame card. This is the union card. This is marriage. This is divine counterpart energy. So this is what this person's higher self wants to tell you. It's while you're doing this, while you're doing your thing, Pile 3, this person's also growing and aligning to what they need to, okay? Maybe you guys needed to hear that because you've been worried about that. All right. Yeah, I feel like I'm done with that energy. Whoa. Okay. Holy crap. That took me, it's almost like it jolted me back in my seat. Wow. Okay. So your guides see you as someone who has been through very tumultuous times, but has somehow, some way, with a lot of willpower and a lot of love in your heart, you have quite frankly alchemized all of this energy. You've healed. You're very balanced. That makes sense too with the star, because it's about healing as well. So the star and temperance are the only two cards where they're pouring on the earth, they're pouring in the water. There's 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out. So there's something about balance here. Balance has been, it's almost like it's been on your side all along. It's been the energy that has helped you alchemize these painful things that you've been through. And this could be very, okay, it's interesting that before I pulled this card over, the person that wanted to get a message to you, it's saying that, you know, they recognize you for who you are, and they're sorry about the things that didn't work out in the past, and they're doing the work, because it could be very triggering to you to hear from this person. It could be very triggering whenever your spirit guides kind of keep you protected, and they do kind of, because you probably have asked for it. You probably have quite literally asked to not be bothered by this person's energy anymore. You don't want to, there's something about you guys kind of like saying a prayer of, not that you want to forget about this person that hurt you and that you feel connected to, but it's almost like you want to break from it. You're like, please, I just want to be focused on myself and my growth. And this person in my mind brings up pain again and again and again, and it's not helpful. There's something like that, a prayer or something, or you pleading. I'm quite literally seeing someone crying out and saying, just, I don't want to. It's almost like sometimes you say you don't want to be connected to them, but that's a little bit impossible because you have soul ties. There's something that you're meant to be doing together. You're meant to become together eventually, but it was hindering your growth or something. So your guides did protect you from this person energetically as well. They protected you from them coming in with songs and dreams and synchronicities. But it's now at the point where they're saying, trust the alignment. So if you've been doing the work, you also have to trust that this person has as well. They've also awakened. They're also putting in the work that they know that they need to put in. They're also healing, because Cancer energy makes me think of like, some of you could have Chiron in Cancer. So your Cancer could be in Chiron, Chiron could be in, I don't know how to word that. So a deep wound for you is love and who you're connected with, who you're meant to be in partnership with. Whoever makes you feel like home is where you feel very wounded. This Three of Swords, and they're saying, well, you've been doing the work, okay? You've been healing that, the healer wound, which Chiron is the healer's wound, to be able to step into your divinity here, to be able to step into your own healing powers, because maybe you're meant to be a healer. I cannot believe it. I just picked up on that. We have 2 healing cards here. You probably are meant to be a healer. So you have to trust that your person, if they are your counterpart, okay, they're also doing the same, which is why they probably filter in more information about them. They are allowing certain things to come through, just like they allowed this message before this. You got to trust your spirit guides with that, okay? The octopus. I like this. You have a very colorful mind. You're very creative, probably. Octopuses are very smart as well. The number 8 could be significant because of the 8 tentacles. I don't know why I feel like sassiness from this. I don't know why. That's what I pick up on when I look at the octopus. I don't think I've ever said that about that card. So that's interesting. All right, let me find it for you so we can read about it. Oh, the fact that I literally opened to that, a 98 and 99. So 99 could be significant to you as well, or 98 as well. Octopus, reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. When in balance, interested, engaged, and intelligent. When out of balance, needy, clingy, lacks courage to bring into balance. Space to oneself, talk therapy, space to yourself. I think you've definitely done that. I think that's what the divine was, that's what I was picking up on here, where your guys are telling you that you've had the time that you needed to heal from this. You have healed, okay? You have alchemized this pain and this energy. Please do not think that because this person comes back around, or when they do, that it's going to be the end all be all to the growth that you've done to this point. No, not at all. If anything, you're more sure of who you are, and it's easier for you to balance your energy. You've learned a lot. You have a lot of insight about yourself and how you feel and your feelings and your boundaries that you need to set with this person when they do come back around. You're very worried about this connection. Maybe that's why I'm pulling in all that information. The octopus signifies a wonderful, perceptive mind. Yeah, your mind is beautiful. Paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Okay, let me read that again. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that that's what is meant to be close. If you notice, after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. So you could be someone who feels like they overshare sometimes. And honestly, even though that's what the card is saying, I honestly feel like whenever this, again, we will go back to this person. Whenever this person comes into your life, there's boundaries that need to be set about your emotional well-being. There's also something about you speaking your mind. Maybe the boundaries that you've set for yourself in the past have constrained you and have kind of kept, they were part of the reason why this didn't work out, which is like you didn't speak up your mind, you didn't speak about your feelings, you didn't speak up about how you were hurt, and you felt mistreated and misunderstood by them. So there's a moment for you to have a go at that again. Boundaries are significant for you, okay? Keep setting those. It's part of your healing journey. It's part of how you show yourself that you've healed a lot of things, because you set boundaries and you don't let people cross them. And if they try to cross them, if they did cross them, you have a plan in place where you detach from it. You detach from that relationship because you know that it's not meant for you. There's something about that too. Your boundaries are like your guidance as well. Rainbow waterfall miracles. This is beautiful. A lot of transformation happening here with the butterflies. A lot of growth has happened here as well at a soul level. There's a lot of happiness and joy coming into your life. Miracles quite literally coming into your life. You could feel like you're feeling very good about where you are, what you're doing, and it feels like a miracle to you. But the divine wants to tell you, your guides, they want to make sure that you know that it's because of your growth and your dedication to yourself that this feels like this, okay? It's not all about karmic path. It's not all about like things just being handed to you. Although, some things could be gifted to you, yes, but you've earned a lot of these miracles, okay? Karmic path. Saturn is here. The lessons. Saturn could be the ruler of your chart. If you have a Saturn rule chart, you quite literally are like, you could be karmic justice for other people. You easily, you realize that karma is very real because it's very real in your life. All right. So let's see. Karmic path. Karmic lessons, learning experience, hard work, perseverance, and structure. A new and valuable lesson is available to you at this time. This moment requires your due diligence. Pay attention to what is being presented to you. You have been down this road before. Sorry, have you been down this road before? Yeah, there's something about this person in you that's coming back around or something. Our souls come to this earth school to learn valuable lessons as beings and for the planet. What are you being taught right now? This moment may require hard work, but it will have many long-lasting rewards. That's Saturn energy. You are not being punished. You are gaining tools and experience for living that will be. Oh my God. Okay, you are not being punished, but you are gaining tools and experience for living what will be with you for the rest of your life. For living that will be with you. Okay, you're experiencing tools and gaining tools and experiencing things that will be with you for the rest of your life. I don't know why that's worded weird. Drawing this card also tells you that the foundation of what you are building is strong and part of your legacy. That's Saturn energy. That's beautiful. You know what? Saturn is in retrograde until November. So a lot of lesson. Ooh, interesting. Oh, you guys are giving you a heads up here about maybe certain lessons coming back around to show you just how far along you are on your path. It's like you've set a boundary about a certain lesson taught you a boundary, and that boundary is set, and the lesson could be coming back around saying, hey, can we push this boundary a bit? And you're like, no, no, no. You're very set in your way, set in your path of healing on your journey here. You're implementing the lessons you've learned. Yes, I love it. I love it. All right. So the symbol Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the sun and is the second largest in the solar system. Saturn is connected to the concept of limitation and restriction. Although it may seem depressing on the surface, Saturn's role in astrology is to bring meaning and structure to our lives. Correct. Structure and meaning and like purpose, like everything that Saturn kind of like I want to say destroys in your life. It's like a tower moment, right? That could be Saturn, but it's a long time coming. It's a while, but yeah. So Saturn kind of like clears the table. But whatever you put upon that table, then whatever foundation you built after Saturn has taught you this lesson, it is a foundation that is solid. Okay, you can trust yourself after you've learned lessons guided by Saturn. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think that's literally what you have done. Ooh, hollow bones, teachability. Here you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Saturn, it's in your life, it's part of your journey at the moment, or it has been as well, because you're very teachable. You have a lot of you could have ancestors as well, or just very, I'm seeing spirit guides could be a little bit harsh with you sometimes. Harsh in the sense of like the lessons have been very tough, without a doubt. That makes sense. Saturn energy, tough lessons. However, especially when it comes to love and how you allow people to treat you in loving connections and in connections in general. Your guides could tell you a lot of lessons through pain like this, but you've been trusting the fact that it all has led you to your healing journey, which is again why you're coming up as someone who is very teachable. And you also could have the gift of being a teacher because you've learned those lessons to the core. You could be someone who gives really good advice, about 3. But sometimes it's hard for you to apply it to yourself. But here's, Daddy Saturn is here for that. Saturn it's a very strong energy. Okay, water element, reflection, kindness, and compassion. Feel that this is because you've been through the thick of it, right? You've been through a lot. You have a lot of this. You encompass a lot of this energy, but also you're being asked by your spirit guides to make sure that you implement these things onto yourself as well. Water is very healing for you. Maybe you want to be around water. Maybe you're someone who likes to be around water. The beach could be significant for you as well. Kindness and compassion, especially when you pour it into yourself, is significant, okay? Oh, wow. I love this card. I actually have it tattooed. The word, it's there. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. So, the fact that this brought up Earth being a school, and you're learning harsh lessons, not just for yourself, but for the planet, for community, for your ancestors, for your lineage to come. This card is significant. You could be someone who is an immigrant, because this is longing for home, but home is sometimes a place, sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's something that we don't even know what it is. Home sometimes is literally our own soul that we're missing. We're missing our essence. We're missing who we truly are because we stray from that path. But we stray for a reason. We stray for soul lessons and soul development. And I think you're coming around to that. You're realizing that you're arriving at who you are, who you're meant to be. You're ever changing, ever evolving, obviously. But you feel very much like you're finally arriving. It feels like you're coming home to yourself. The reason why I brought up being an immigrant, because that's part of the reason why I got this, because I'm Cuban and I did grow up there and then I moved here, and there's nothing like going back and being there. It feels magical to me. It's a beautiful connection that I have to that specific part of the earth, even though, we're not, like, I don't know how to explain this or why this is even coming up. Like, I don't believe in like borders. We're all from this planet. Like, we're meant to free roam and we're from here. We're not from a specific place per se, but that specific place is also very significant to you. Does that make sense? That's why I said, like, it feels like you could be an immigrant, or you could feel very out of place sometimes in places that you are. The home, the longing for home thing could also circle back to this person. This person could feel like home to you. This connection that's significant here, that wants to keep coming up. It's your spirit guys are letting it happen, okay? It's not just this person like popping in. It's also that your spirit guys are letting things come through. Maybe you want to go and like shuffle your music and see what comes up and see what message this person has for you as well. It could be a little bit clearer than what I gather from here, but yeah, quite beautiful. Your reading was very very unique. Very unique. You're very unique, I have to say. All my pals are usually very unique. All of you are very special. I'm not just saying that, but it's true. But you guys are, there's something about you. Your guides really want to say they admire your resilience, okay? Your strength. And I know, as someone who you're tired of being strong. You're like, I just want love, and I want to be appreciated, and I want my energy to be reciprocated. And I want to stop learning lessons through pain like this. I want things to be more easier. I want life to be kind to me. There's something about you feeling that way sometimes. But the divine, your spirit guides also want to tell you, I think the worst is behind you, Pal 3. It really is. I think what's coming is very beautiful energy. And there's something about you've been through this, and you're going to see the purpose of it if you haven't already. But part of it is definitely because you're meant to teach others how you got through it. Okay? I think your words, you sharing your story, also helps others to realize that they're not alone in it. Okay? That they also have someone who, at least one person, one other person who has felt the same things that they have felt. There's something about that. Quite beautiful reading. Quite beautiful. I want to thank you so, so much for letting me read for you. I want to thank your spirit guides for letting me speak on their behalf here. I want to thank your person for coming in. I mean, if it did, it did, right? For whoever that resonates for, it doesn't have to be for everybody. I want to thank you for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for commenting and sharing your stories. I wish you nothing but the best, and I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good one.